The KeysDAN Show. It's the KeysDAN Show. I need a new theme for the KeysDAN Show. You might hear news. You might learn stuff. You never know what you're going to get on the KeysDAN Show. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's up, party people? It's KeysDAN with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What Studios. And this is my podcast, The KeysDAN Show. It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do you go? DJLittleRock.com. Let me say that one more time. DJLittleRock.com. Check availability and get a free price quote. And maybe you can have me, yes, me, at your next event. I like to party with the people. All right. As I record this on the live streams out there on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. Yeah, I want you to head over to my Twitch, twitch.tv/KeysDAN. Add me on Twitch. I need some more Twitch followers out there. All right, party people. Does that sound too thirsty? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I don't care. I need some Twitch followers. All right. Hey, today on the program, the reason I came on is I like to have this microphone sit here in front of me. And do you think I like to talk just to hear myself talk? That's what my mom used to say to me all the time. And I used to say, yeah, and I would get beat. I would get beat with a shoe. She's a shoe throwing mama. A Keno sandal throwing mama. Anybody in South Florida probably knows what a Keno sandal is and where to get a Keno sandal. Way down south, South Florida. Yeah, that's where you get the Keno sandals. And those are the best shoes for throwing. Prove me wrong. Do it. I dare you. Oh, my goodness. Saturday afternoon. It's beautiful outside and it's beautiful inside right here. I've been outside and was hanging out there and enjoying that sunshine, getting that good vitamin E to help my immune system stay good. Yeah, got to get that vitamin E. That's what the scientists are saying. And got to keep that immune system. Vitamin E is good for you. If you can't get out in the sun too often, some people have allergies to the sun. Make sure you get that vitamin E supplement. It's good for you, okay? Whether it's going to stop the COVID or not, it's good for you. It'll keep all those other diseases away, because COVID's not the only disease out there. There's other diseases still out there. You can still get a cold. You can still get a flu. You can still get, Ebola, I guess. Some other diseases. They're all out there. They're still, in addition to this untreatable. Well, I guess it can be treatable. It doesn't have a vaccine or a cure. Yeah, I guess that's a better way to say it. Yeah, it's still out there. All right, party people. Well, I guess I'm getting on because I'm excited about tonight's show. Last night I was over at the Rab in Conway, Arkansas. That has been going so well, and I'll be there next Friday as well. I'm there 8 p.m. and we go until close, which is usually around 1 a.m. now. And I got plenty of disinfectant. They got hand sanitizer all around that place, and I've got the disinfectant wipes to wipe down the microphones after you sing. After each singer, I'm wiping down the mics. My hands are all dry from all this this disinfectant, but I guess it's better than getting germy and all full of coronavirus and COVID and all that. Just trying to keep each other safe. Stay vigilant. Somewhere between this virus is going to kill us all and this virus isn't that bad is the truth. Somewhere down the middle here, and we'll figure that out in history. History will show that somewhere down the middle. It's not going to kill us all. It's not the Black Plague, but it's certainly something worth staying vigilant for. How about that? Wash your hands, people. You should have been doing that anyway. And I guess the germaphobes had it right. I don't shake hands. I'm not much of a handshaker. I'm a fist bumper. Mostly because I meet hundreds, sometimes thousands of people every week at some of these karaoke shows and weddings and parties and just traveling around town and meeting people. My goodness, yeah, I meet hundreds of people every week. And, I like hugs. I'm okay with hugs. Don't breathe on me too much. No, I'm kidding. I know how to wash up afterwards, wash my face, wash my body, wash my nose, because the coronavirus likes to stick up into your nose and into your mouth, and that's where it starts. But yeah, I didn't get my doctor degree. I didn't get my medical knowledge anywhere. It's been a long time since I've been a paramedic. So, yeah, I think I've lost all that knowledge, all that skill. Don't get your medical advice from me. Do what you need to keep yourself safe. Do it. Do it. I encourage you to do it. Well, I guess today in the program, I guess I could talk about the days of the year. I get excited with the days of the year calendar. Every day is something new, something special. This way, I don't have to keep talking about all that bad news that's going on out there. People protesting, people having struggles in the world. You can talk about the days of the year. As I'm recording this, it's July 11th in 2020. So if you're listening to this way, way into the future, this is a little time capsule for you of what was happening on this date in history. Today is Blueberry Muffin Day. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Blueberry Muffin Day. If you've if you've ever been buried deep in the depths of despair, there's nothing that can lift you out of it quite like the smell of freshly baked blueberry muffins. Ever since the concept of muffins met the blueberry, none have been able to topple the blueberry muffin from its place as the best and most delicious muffin in existence. Blueberry Muffin Day was set up in honor of that fact so that we can all recall and celebrate the king of muffins. Oh my goodness. Learn about Blueberry Muffin Day. Blueberry Muffin Day has been designed in order to celebrate the culinary delight that is the blueberry muffin. If you've never had a blueberry muffin before, you are seriously missing out. A lot of people never try blueberry muffins because they're not a massive fan of blueberries. However, we don't think you need to be. There's just something different about blueberries when they're baked and served in this way. They're so much better. Give it a try. You won't regret it. While muffins may not be the healthiest treat in the world, I need to lose some of these LBs. There are some health benefits that are associated with blueberries, which can make you feel a bit better for indulging on Blueberry Muffin Day. In fact, a lot of people consider blueberries to be a superfood. This is because they can help with weight loss and healthy digestion, promoting the feeling of being full. They can also improve your mental health, protect against heart disease, assist with diabetes management, lower blood pressure, improve skin health, and help with maintaining healthy bones. Pretty impressive, right? Who thought that something so small would be able to pack such a powerful punch of nutrients? Oh my goodness. Let's see. The history of Blueberry Muffin Day. The origin of the blueberry muffin is a tale of adaptation and culinary fortune. Once, long ago, there was a commonly used berry known as the bilberry. It was commonly used in all forms of baked goods throughout Europe. When first arriving in the Americas, the Pilgrims realized that bilberries were not native to this new land. And so it was that the blueberry was discovered and found its way into baking. What a fortunate day it was for the muffin when this occurred, for it is without question that the blueberry muffin knows no equal. But in order to make a blueberry muffin, one must know how to properly use the blueberry. You see, you can't use any old blueberry. Fresh blueberries are delightful on ice cream and sprinkled on pancakes, but have no place in muffins. Frozen blueberries are convenient and can be used to make an incredible smoothie, but alas, they, like the fresh blueberries, turn to mush when processed in a batter. So for blueberry muffins, only dried blueberries will do. How to celebrate Blueberry Muffin Day. The best way to celebrate Blueberry Muffin Day is by enjoying a rich, flavorful blueberry muffin. Once you've gobbled down one or several, it's okay. I won't tell. You can share the wealth with your friends and coworkers. Share with coworkers? Okay. Blueberry Muffin Day is for sharing and also for learning the most important recipe you'll ever learn, that of the delicious blueberry muffin. Search them out on the internet and find the one that speaks to your blueberry loving soul. And then prepare batch after batch until your craving for blueberry muffins is sated. Then keep practicing until it comes around again. Another fun way for you to celebrate Blueberry Muffin Day is by having a bite of a bake off with your friends. Why not invite your loved ones over? I mean, socially distancing and see who can make the greatest blueberry muffin. It is always fun to do something a bit different with the ones you love. And this is a great way to spend a bit of time together while separate and enjoy some delicious food in the process. You can also do different blueberry inspired desserts. Maybe you can take the muffins and get everyone else to do a different recipe each. The choice is yours. Why not also make yourself a blueberry inspired cocktail to enjoy with the muffin? Drink responsibly. A message from the KeysDAN Show. The farmhouse jam cocktail is a mix of vodka, blueberry, and thyme jam, and Prosecco. If you love fruity cocktails, you will definitely be a fan of this one, whilst the Prosecco adds a slight fizz and an added bit of luxury. Luxury. Nevertheless, the star of the show is undoubtedly the blueberry and thyme jam, which can make at home. We definitely recommend using quality ingredients. So, how is the farmhouse jam cocktail made? A large spoonful of blueberry and thyme jam is added to a glass. Then add a shot and a half of vodka. Ice is added to the drink, and the ingredients are blended together. Finally, the glass is topped with Prosecco, and you should add a spoon of jam and thyme for garnish to make your drink Instagram worthy. If you don't drink alcohol or are the designated driver for the evening, a mocktail version of this cocktail can be made. Instead of vodka and Prosecco, just use soda water and fresh lemon juice. I don't know. I don't know about that one. For you drinkers, enjoy the fruity drink. The soda water and lemon juice doesn't sound appealing to me. But yeah, it's Blueberry Muffin Day. So enjoy. Have yourself a blueberry muffin. Go ahead, indulge. I'm not looking. You look fine. Don't worry about it. It's good. All right. Also on July 11th, Saturday, it's World Population Day. World Population Day. Every year, the world continues to get more crowded, more and more crowded, while we've a tendency to pack ourselves into massive cities. And there are presently still long open stretches of countryside every year that gets whittled away at more and more. The power and food needs of the world continue to place a greater and greater strain on our ability to meet them, and resources in general are becoming harder and harder to come by. World Population Day it comes along each year to remind us that our present rate of population growth is unsustainable, and the present social and logical issues we are experiencing to meet the demand of that population will only get worse if we don't do something. Learn about World Population Day. World Population Day was established by the United Nations Development Program. The reason for its creation was to increase awareness regarding global population issues. The purpose of the day is to increase the awareness that people have about a number of different population issues, including the importance of human rights, maternal health, poverty, gender equality, and family planning. The issue with overpopulation. In order to understand why World Population Day is so important, you need to understand what human overpopulation is and why it's a vital issue. Human overpopulation is when there are too many people for the environment to sustain with breathable air, drinkable water, food, and so on. There are a number of different reasons why overpopulation can occur. Of course, the most obvious is an increase in the number of births. However, there are also other reasons as well, including depletion of resources, an increase in immigration, and a decline in mortality rates. Those who advocate moderating the population cite a number of different potential problems in order to argue for population decline. This includes the risk of mass starvation, impact on the quality of life, imminent or potential ecological collapse, global warming, and exceeding the carrying capacity of the Earth. Some facts about the population. Life expectancy is growing all the time. In 2000, 67 years old was the worldwide life expectancy rate. In 2015, this number increased to 71 years old. It is then predicted that by the time we get to 2050, the life expectancy age will be 77 years old. We are also seeing less variation across the world in terms of this rate. The world's population is growing at a rapid pace. Of course, this is where this day stems from. At the moment, the world's population is growing by approximately 83 million people per year. Huh? Fertility has dropped all over the world, despite the fact that population rates are growing. You may be surprised to learn that the worldwide birth rate has actually fallen since the 1960s. History of World Population Day. In 1987, there was an event called, quote, 5 Billion Day, end quote, which recognized when the human population boiled over the 5 billion mark. Since then, the United Nations Development Program has been working to anticipate, support, and offset the needs of a rapidly growing population. The population had been deemed to be growing out of control, and awareness was being spread about the need for family planning, ways to offset poverty, and the ability to ensure that proper maternal health was observed. The existing strain of supporting our present population is already causing grievous crimes in the areas of human rights and gender equality. As more people come into a world that is already doing a poor job of taking care of its citizens, there are more and more of them becoming vulnerable to human rights violations such as human trafficking and child labor. World Population Day reminds us that we're part of an ever-growing world and that to ensure there's a great future ahead for any of us, there has to be a great future for all of us. How to celebrate World Population Day. Not to start off too personal, but the first thing you can do is make sure that your own family planning schedule is properly taken care of. So many places in the world see an uncontrolled growth in population due to a lack of access of proper preventative measures and poor maternal health monitoring. If you're lucky enough not to be in one of those areas, be sure you're taking advantage of your privileges. While you're at it, see what you can do to support those areas that don't have access to these materials and educate yourself on what we can do to make the world a better place for all of us. Another way to observe World Population Day is to spread word about the issue and raise awareness. You can take social media or your blog, if you have one, and raise awareness about the population issues and the steps that we can take in order to combat them. There will be a lot of fact sheets and infographics going around in the build up to World Population Day. So make sure you share these with your friends, family, and followers. You can also use World Population Day in order to educate yourself about the population. There's even a population counter online, so you can stay up to date with the latest population figures. It's also interesting to read about populations in different countries and continents and to understand how they've changed over the years. Do a little bit of digging online, and you may be surprised by some of the information you stumble across. Hey, that's a little bit about World Population Day. There's a lot of information out there on the interwebs. And if you don't want to read it, hey, I'll read it to you. No problem. Today is also, it is 7/11, July 11th, 2020, 7/11. It's Free Slurpee Day. So if you're if you're privileged, if you're fortunate enough to live near one of these fine convenience stores, the 7-Elevens, get yourself a Slurpee. Free Slurpee Day. If there's one thing that's better than a Slurpee, it's a free Slurpee. When the sun is shining, this frozen treat can provide a refreshing way of beating the heat. Free Slurpee Day has been celebrated since 2002, yet the frozen delight has been around for a lot longer than this, as we will reveal. There are more than 300 flavors to choose from, ensuring you are able to find a Slurpee for your palate. If you are a lover of all things sour, sour apple is definitely a popular choice. Vanilla is ideal for a sweet treat. And then you have the likes of lychee or mango if you want a Slurpee with some exotic flair. Let's start with some interesting facts about the Slurpee. There used to be a dual-chambered Slurpee. This was introduced for the 45th anniversary of the product in 2011. This machine enabled customers to select two flavors, dispensing them into one straw. Customers could insert a dual-piped straw as well. This meant they could enjoy a mixed drink. Which flavors would you love to mix together? Kennewick, Washington is an area deemed the Slurpee King of the world. This is a crown that was given in the 2007-2008 period because more Slurpees were dispensed at Kennewick than anywhere else in the world. You may be wondering, why was this the case? Well, a wall full of Slurpee machines was installed so that the nearby high school football team could get their fix. The owner of the store, Don Mariotto, said he had to double his supply of barrels in order to keep up with the demand. After a hot summer's day and plenty of practice on the field, a Slurpee was the perfect treat. Some of the Slurpee cups were created from waveforms of mating whales. Yes, I did read that correctly. In 2015, in Australia, 7-Eleven recorded a number of radio spots for a promotional stunt. These featured screaming soccer fans and whales mating. The visual representations of these noises, which is known as waveforms, were used to create a number of 3D printed cups that customers could get in store. There was also the option of printing them at home. However, we're not sure that many people would have had a 3D printer to do so. 7-Eleven have trademarked the term, quote, brain freeze, end quote, seeing the marketing opportunities for this phrase. The brand decided that they did not want to let anyone else have it. The history of Free Slurpee Day. Before we explain the history of this day, we need to tell you about the history of the Slurpee. This was created by Omar Knedlik. Knedlik. There you go. Omar Knedlik. Knedlik. It was first known as Icy. ICEE. Like a lot of the world's best inventions, it was discovered by mistake. Knedlik stumbled across the idea when one of his soda fountains broke, forcing him to keep his sodas cool by placing them in the freezer. This resulted in the soda slush, and it was a huge hit with customers. This led to Knedlik creating a machine that had the ability to freeze carbonated drinks. Brand 7-Eleven caught on to the success of the icy drink. So they made a licensing deal in 1965 with Nedlick to sell the item under a different name. They created the Slurpee, which would only be sold in stores. The name was made by an advertising executive, and it refers to the sound that people usually make when drinking it. Duh. It really did not take long for this drink to take off. There were machines in stores everywhere. By the following year, eye-catching and often risque names were created for new flavors. This including the likes of Adults Only, Gully Washer, Sticky Icky, Moonshine, and Pink Fink. So how did Free Slurpee Day come about? Well, on the 11th of July, 2002, 7-Eleven enjoyed its 75th birthday as a brand. To mark the occasion, customers were given a free Slurpee. This then became the first official Free Slurpee Day. As the name indicates, if you go into a participating 7-Eleven between certain hours, you get a free 12-ounce Slurpee as long as Slurpee's supplies last. Of course, if you don't live anywhere near a participating store, you don't worry. We have plenty of other suggestions on how to celebrate Free Slurpee Day. Things to do on Free Slurpee Day. There are a number of different things you can do in order to celebrate Free Slurpee Day. Of course, the most obvious way is to celebrate by getting a free Slurpee. Why not use the occasion to try a flavor you've never had before? After all, if you don't like it, you haven't had to pay for it anyway. You can switch your usual cherry or Coke for something like a Slurppuccino or purple S cream. The options are endless. If you are not going to be able to get a free Slurpee, why not make your own? If you're a fan of Coca-Cola, you're going to love this Slurpee recipe we've got for you. Coca-Cola homemade Slurpee recipe. Ingredients: 8 large ice cubes, 3 cups Coca-Cola. That is enough to serve 2 people. If you want to make more, simply alter the quantities. How to make a Coca-Cola Slurpee. Now that you have your ingredients ready, pour half the Coca-Cola into an empty ice cube tray. Place the tray in the freezer for at least 4 hours. You need to make sure the cubes are fully frozen. Place the rest of the Coca-Cola into the fridge to chill. Once the ice cube tray full of Coke has frozen, transfer the cola cubes into your blender. You should then pour the other 1.5 cups of Coca-Cola from the fridge into the blender, as well as the 8 ice cubes. Blend all the ingredients until they're combined and then transfer to a glass. Mason jars work well. Grab a straw or a spoon and enjoy. I wish I was near a 7-Eleven right now. It's hot. It's a hot day out there. It'd be good to have a free Slurpee. Or, I'd buy a Slurpee. That's fine. They're delicious. Free Slurpee Day, 7-Eleven, 2020. All right. That's a little bit about days of the year. That's right. Today, on this date in history, on this date, it's Blueberry Muffin Day, World Population Day, and Free Slurpee Day. Hope that brought a tickle to you. Some good news in your life during this time. Hey, if you want to drop me some comments, I encourage you to do so. This has been the KeysDAN Show. I've been doing these live on Facebook, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and of course, my Twitch. Go over to my Twitch. Add me on Twitch. I need some more Twitch followers. Twitch.tv/KeysDAN. And tonight's show, as I'm recording this on Saturday nights, I'll be at the Choctaw VFW for the Video Dance Party Karaoke Jam. Kind of excited about that. I've been getting there about once a month. So come and see me if you're in the area of Choctaw, Arkansas. Choctaw VFW starts at 8 p.m. Central. 9 p.m. Central Time. Come on out and play with us. Choctaw VFW, the KeysDAN Show. This is one of my random KeysDAN shows. I've been doing them regularly on Sunday nights. Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Transmitting live, streaming live on my Facebook, YouTube, the Periscope, and of course, twitch.tv/KeysDAN. So join me tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time. We'll have a good time. If you want to be a part of the show, you can always call in 501-470-6386. I will pipe you in through my little mixing board, and you can be a part of the show. Tell me what you're up to in this time. You know, what's going on in your neck of the woods? Are you an essential business? Have you opened back up? Are you struggling? I want to hear about that too. See if we can send some business your way. I like to promote people. And if you'd like to tell your story or hear the stories of others, I encourage you to check out my other podcast, What Makes You Famous. Find it everywhere using the hashtag What Makes You Famous. That's it for me. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.